Yeah. That's good. David, come on.
Gang, we on here.
There you go.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking.
Hey, man. I felt like Will Smith is tired of you bitch ass niggas playing with him. He is sick of that shit. You heard me? Like that nigga said,
Huh?
that was it. That was the last. I guarantee you, not nan celebrity played with that nigga again.
I promise you,
Dead
niggas
ass.
is gonna play on that man's head. Other comedians, maybe not Chris. Chris might have learned his lesson, but nah, niggas is gonna play even harder now because I think
Niggas
even
that
though
are
in a certain
irrelevant.
way, maybe I give you that. Maybe I think for some
Dave
people he
Chappelle
earned
ain't gonna play
respect.
with him.
He stood up for his wife. You don't think so?
I don't think cause Dave, that's not even the type of nigga Dave is. Like Dave don't even do
Yeah.
comedy like that. But as far as the situation, I was telling one of the homies, you know what I'm saying? Like that man had to do with can't nobody tell you how to react.
Look.
You can say what you want to say. Like you got the freedom of speech to say what the fuck you want to say. You know what I'm saying? You just don't listen to me. You know what I'm saying?
Look,
but you got the freedom of speech to say what you want to say.
That's true.
But you do not have the freedom to tell somebody how to react.
Bro, listen, I get that. Wow, that's true. Well, no, go ahead. You go first, T. You go first. I want to hear what you got to say from a lady's point of view. What you think about it?
It was a little weird to me. I'm not gonna lie. I get what the end all message was. Stop playing with my bitch. Stop playing with my wife. She not ready to be y'all joke every year or whatever. I get what the message was, but for one, it was weird because he was literally dying laughing at the joke. Before, yes, he was literally dying laughing at it before Jada got mad, and then your next step was to smack this nigga on the stage. Like I feel like you went from 0 to. At that caliber in life, it's a time and a place. And to smack this nigga on stage at the Oscars as Will Smith, it could go good and bad. You're Will Smith, so everybody's probably just going to be like I seen somewhere they said that the Academy is reviewing the case.
Yeah,
what are y'all reviewing?
Of course.
It happened live. Everybody There's nothing
and it's
to
not
review.
It's not like when it happened, they took measures to change it right then and there. Like the show went on. He sat back in the crowd. You know what I'm saying? He had people come up to him and say, "Yo, good job, you smacked the shit out that nigga." And then minutes later, he won the award for the best actor.
Right.
Gangster.
That was gangster. Now listen. Let's look. Hold on. Let's break it down from the beginning. So Chris Rock made a joke, like a G.I. Joe joke. A G.I. Jane joke, right? Something about her
Jane.
Containing to like her bald head, right?
She has alopecia.
She has alopecia. First of all, whether he knew or not, let's say this. Let's get this out of the way first. Do you think Chris Rock knew that she had alopecia? It might not matter, but do you think that he knew that she had something going on and she wasn't bald by choice? You think he knew that?
I don't even think that even matters.
I do think he knew. I just don't think he cares. And I just didn't think he thought it was that serious.
Yeah, that too. I don't think it even matters if he knew or not, because at the end of the day, you can make all the jokes you want. Not everybody gonna be laughing with your ass.
That's
not
facts.
Everybody playing with you. Like it's like the N-word. It's like saying nigga. You got some black people that let white people say nigga all around them. That's cool. You got the right to say that shit. But you're gonna come around some people that's gonna slap the shit out of you. You can say what you want to say out your mouth, but you can't tell people how to react to it. But even if it is socially acceptable, even if them type of jokes and joking on niggas is acceptable, that don't mean everybody. This is the Oscars. Not everybody came to the joke about their personal business.
Will there be backlash for Will Smith?
It's not personal business when she did a whole Red Table talk about informing people on why she's bald-headed.
Tell that to the nigga that got slapped. That's all I'm saying. Like nobody you get what I'm saying? Like that shit don't matter. To us, it matters. But to the nigga that's happening to in that moment, you can't tell that man how to react. Even if he was laughing at first, He probably laughed. He probably took it as a joke and looked at his wife and seeing his wife was hurt. Went up there and slapped the shit out that nigga, bro. Like, that's probably what happened. Like, he probably didn't take it personal. It wasn't an attack on him. It was an attack on his wife. Regardless of the August shit, regardless of the entanglement, at this moment right here, you disrespected my wife on national television. And I took it like that. And I handled it like that. You can't.
He did not take it like that. Jada took it like that, and he defended Jada. He didn't take it like that.
That's my wife.
That's me. Weak.
That's my. He wasn't dying. You're
laughing.
He was not
knee slapping. No, he wasn't knee slapping.
He was.
Look,
that's
look. I'll say this. Being married, if I'm out and about and we in a group setting and somebody makes a joke about my wife, whether I'm laughing or not, and I look to her and I notice that she's not laughing, my mood has immediately changed. Exactly. And I'm on go mode. If she's embarrassed, now if I'm going to walk up and smack somebody, because don't forget they're at the Oscars and we're in Hollywood or LA, whatever. You feel me? So that's different than being out at the club and just walking up and slapping a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't think I would have slapped him. I don't think I would have walked up and slapped him. I would have walked up and made it known, like, nah, I'm not with that. My wife's not feeling that. We're not gonna do that. But at the end of the day, I think Will was all impulse and adrenaline, and it was right there in that moment. Like, I don't think it was nothing that he thought about. Oh, if somebody says something about my wife tonight, I'm gonna slap him. I think in that moment he couldn't control it. He just got up, and before he knew it, he had slapped Chris Rock at the Oscars.
Look,
damn.
I think that Chris
Rock smacked the shit out of him too. They talking about his stage. No.
I feel like Chris Rock has not been in the culture for a while, because a nigga taking that long to get on that stage, you think he gonna shake your hand? I would have been like, nigga, what's up? You know what I'm saying? What's up, nigga? Like, that man slowly walked up there and open hand slapped the shit out you in front of everybody. And then you let him walk away.
Hey, listen.
The real thing Chris did was not press charges, though. That's some real nigga shit, right?
One thing I give Chris Rock.
And then he said he will keep Jada name out of his mouth. He said, I will.
Listen, one thing I would give Chris is he showed restraint. Whether wrong or right, he showed restraint, because not a lot of people can get slapped and not let their pride take control of their ego and go off. Chris could have shut that whole fucking thing down.
They would have had to tell Will Smith, Will, you got to leave. You got to leave.
Yeah. Somebody get Will. Get Will.
We would have never gone on to the next presenter award. Nothing. Never. Like, no. The whole Oscars would have had to do a part 2.
The whole black community would have been ashamed at my behavior. All right? They would have been like, niggas, no more niggas at the Oscars. None after what happened to me. After I got slapped, I got to embarrass you back equally.
Yes, they talk about Chris Rock would have won if he would have said, if Will's getting mad in March, let's see how mad he is in August.
If Chris would have said that, no, Will would have squared up with him. It would have been an all-out brawl.
He would have been like, "You still talking, nigga?"
That nigga Will threw the stiffest open hand slap.
But what y'all think about this though? Because a lot of people like went back and forth about it. Like, a lot of people was on some shit like, he defended Jada, but Jada is the reason why he's so riled. The reason why he's so riled up and angry, because she been embarrassing this nigga the last couple years with her red table talk conversations. So what the fuck? She ain't defending you when you a fucking meme and a joke out here to niggas thinking that.
We made Will that though, not Jada. That's our perception. We don't know if that's the reason why.
Are you on Will Smith's body that hard? We made.
All I'm saying is we just don't know. We can't sit up here and say Will is wound up about some shit, and we don't even know if that's what he wound. Like, that's
no,
I get that.
But no, I don't agree. I think that sounds stupid as fuck. Will, we made 6 years ago. Exactly. He been getting clowned. He been getting clowned out for a while now.
That nigga's not in our tax bracket. He don't even talk to us. Like, that nigga's in a different
exactly. But I'm
life.
just saying. Okay, but you're not listening. You're just talking. So what I'm saying is, they are saying he's defending nothing, but you're saying we made Will that Will Smith took the time to go on interviews and stuff and explain the situation and why he's not bothered by the memes and stuff about him, because the memes are incorrect. She never cheated on him.
Man,
he
look.
did interviews and stuff. Why she ain't never step up to the plate and clear no air on her red table talk or say nothing?
Because they probably clearing that air between each other. Just because it's not in the public don't mean that they got, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what's going on behind closed doors. Like, the August shit happened a long time
so
before
you
it came
saying
out.
that whatever they do is about their reactions towards each other, actions between them,
I don't know
but
why
don't
they
let a
did
third
anything.
party come in.
But look, we live.
They can add to the disrespect.
All I'm saying
we live
is
in a world of
moment,
assumptions.
At that moment in time, we don't know if all the pent up aggression from all the memes that us regular people see going on, if that are us clowning Will, making him to the point where he's acting erratically and just going around slapping niggas that say anything about his wife. I don't think that's the case. I think that it was just that moment in time. It was all impulse. That at that moment, I can't speak on anything before that or what going on in the past or rumors. But in that moment in time, Chris Rock said something, and I hate that it had to be him. It just happened to him. Wrong place, wrong time. You know what I'm saying? Like, a nigga had to get slapped, and it just had to be him at that moment. But we don't know what happened. We don't know if Jada was in the car crying about being bald, or you know what I'm saying? We don't know what led up to that nigga. You know what I'm saying? To be that way, he look at his wife and see that she upset. Because that's not the first time Chris Rock made a joke about Jada at the Oscars.
At the Oscars,
you know what I'm saying? Like, he done said shit before, but maybe this one, especially after she just gave a whole story about her struggle with the alopecia, it just struck a nerve at that moment. And that nigga went up there and slapped the Holy Ghost out this man.
Okay, so basically y'all saying Will Smith said, basically in Will Smith and Jada mind, it was kind of like, okay, wrong time, wrong place to make a joke about my wife's alopecia, so wrong time, wrong place to smack the shit out you about the joke you just made.
That too, but I mean, I don't think, go ahead.
You know how when you go in church and y'all doing them fundraisers, they bring the board out with the red stuff, it goes all the way to the top, and then you hit your number. I think that's what happened. I think it just went all the way to the top tonight, and I think all this is assumptions, right? So I'm assuming that Will knows that he's viewed a certain way in society, loosely based off of his wife. Everybody's thinking that they're swingers. I think Will knows that, and I think he knows that he's the butt of a lot of jokes, even against his peers, normal people and his peers. I think he had enough of that shit, and then he probably said,
"Was that the first time a nigga tried Will to his face on some shit with his wife?"
No.
Who else?
No, it's not.
With his wife. I will. Laverne Cox, she said the entanglement thing last week, but that's different. But no, I think people have made jokes, always have made jokes. Maybe not something that could be directly tied to a disease, alopecia. Maybe not that in depth, but I mean to walk up on stage and slap them, bro. I know your thing is that you can't tell people how to react. I mean, I think Will could have did it better, but like you said, I can't tell him how to react. He could have did it a lot better.
It's the impulse. It was the impulse. And then on top of that, bro, like with Jada, because Jada's still beautiful as fuck. Like, with Jada,
of course.
Like with Jada being who she is and everything, I felt like it was a lot. It might have been a lot of just chit chatter amongst, you know what I'm saying, just going on, bro. And that man just said something about his wife. I don't think Jada told him to go up there and slap that man. I think that man saw his wife and was like, I gotta do something. I gotta do something. And when he went up there, grabbing the microphone just wasn't right. So he just like, he slapped the way Charlie Murphy slapped Rick James. You know what I'm saying? Like, he slapped
I heard that shit. That shit on it. They talking about you can hear the impact from the mic.
Hey, RJ, what did the pop need to say in the face?
And that's my favorite joint. Unity.
Hey, I tell you this, I guarantee you that man got some cheeks that night. I guarantee you Will got some cheeks that night.
Tupac would have shot him.
He made an example out of
Tupac would have shot him.
They been going crazy. Tupac definitely would have shot that nigga.
They been going hard because Fabulous.
They wouldn't have played with him.
They went hard on Fabulous too. On Fabulous, because Fabulous was like, he said something like shout out to Will or something like that. And they was like, start going in about how he knocked his wife's teeth out. I'm like, damn, a nigga can't say nothing around this bitch.
Take a step back on this one, Fab.
But I'm telling you, I haven't really fucked with Will. I mean, not Will. I haven't really fucked with Chris Rock in a while. And I put it in the group chat. Why? Because I do think Chris Rock is top 5 comedians. You know what I'm saying? Like he's top 5. You can't say that, bro, because if you look at Chris Rock, if you look at Chris Rock's whole career, that nigga broke barriers for black comedy. You know what I'm saying? Like he's done his thing, but somewhere, them white folk took him from us. You know what I'm saying?
The good old boy.
Adam Sandler came and got him. Louis C.K. came and got him. I fuck with Adam Sandler though. That's my dog. But Louis C.K. came and got him.
Adam Sandler slander on the.
No Adam Sandler slander. I fuck with Adam Sandler. He's a GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I sent y'all
the people who watch it in comments say something. But go ahead.
I've seen like a clip where Louis C.K. and Chris Rock were just saying nigger, not nigga.
Yeah.
Nigger, on the show with Jerry Seinfeld and Ricky Gervais.
And Ricky Gervais said it to it. He said it too.
Yeah, he said it to it. But Jerry Seinfeld was not fucking with that shit. He was like, no, like this shit is not. I'm never going to feel comfortable saying it, and I'm never going to want to say it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But Chris,
I don't find the humor in it, and I'm not seeking the humor in it.
Exactly. And Chris Rock over there, I know him. That's the coolest moment I've ever seen in my fucking life. So ever since then, I don't really support Chris Rock like that. I haven't supported Chris Rock like that. I didn't.
Where does this leave him?
Movie. I haven't watched the new movie not the new movie, but that movie he had with Adam Sandler on Netflix the week of. That's what it's called. The week of.
Yeah.
I didn't even watch that shit. I don't fuck with the man because of that type of shit, bro. Like that shit was really whack, bro. And it's like when Will went up there and slapped him, I really didn't feel nothing. I just didn't feel like, cause I don't look at him as one of us like that.
I'm not gonna say I don't look at Chris as one of us. I definitely look at Chris as one of us. I feel like for me, he made a joke in certain arenas. I feel like there are a lot of people who will be like, it was just a joke. It was just a joke. But if, in this moment, in this setting, bro, it didn't work out, bro. The man got the shit slapped out of him, and I wonder like where does Chris Rock go from here, bro? Bro, I knew it wasn't staged. The moment after he got slapped, bro, it was cringy.
Yeah, he's in a space where you're not going to take money or take business or work from Chris Rock. Chris Rock does other things than acting. He's a writer. You know what I'm saying? He does producing. Like, he's going to always be Chris Rock, regardless of this. You know what I'm saying? But that moment, for the rest of our lives, right? On this moment in history, it's going to be a memory on Facebook that's going to say, on this day, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, on
2022,
day, every year you're going to get a fucking reminder about the day Chris Rock got the fucking taste slapped out of his motherfucking mouth and said, I'm going to keep your wife's name out my mouth.
Yeah.
Right you is. I watched a video of Will Smith working out on Instagram. That nigga is active. Chris Rock didn't stand a chance. Now,
man, Chris Rock ate that slap, bro. Don't get up here and Jones that. He ate that slap.
He said, wow.
Nah,
man, he ate that.
Wow.
And he wanted to swing back.
Just smacked the shit out of me.
There's no such thing as eating a slap. A punch, yeah. A slap.
There's no such thing as eating a slap.
You can't eat no, bruh. Open hand slap is the most disrespectful thing a man can do next to spitting on you.
I feel like.
AT. No. T, let me ask you this, because I see a lot of women on Twitter saying this. A lot of women saying this. They're saying, man, Jada, even though he was protecting Jada's honor and over the joke, some women said that Jada should have protected him and should have grabbed him and stopped him in that instance. You feel me, not career suicide, but even this incident, from going up there and slapping Chris. I think if my wife, I know for a fact, if I would have got up, it's happened before. If I would have got up like I'm about to move on some pressure, my wife would have been like, Rodney, chill, Rodney, you know what I'm saying? And that would have stopped me or at least would have gave me an option. I saw some women saying, why didn't Jada grab his hand? So I'm asking you, T, as a woman. Hold on, let me ask T as the woman first. T, as a woman, do you think like that means anything? I don't want to put this on Jada. I'm just raising the question.
In my opinion, I feel like she did not know what he was going up there to do.
Yeah.
So I feel like
true.
I feel like, in my opinion, she didn't know what he was going up there to do. So maybe she didn't know what she was stopping. I don't think she thought he was going up there to smack Chris Rock.
Yeah, that is wild. I wouldn't have thought that.
Because that's out of, we, of course, from what we know, like Steph said, we're just the people and we're assuming. From what we know, what Will Smith did was out of his character.
Yeah.
So she probably was not thinking that was what he was going to go do. Maybe grab the mic and say something or get up there and be like, hey, y'all going to stop playing with my motherfucking wife, something like that. But just walk up and smack the shit out of this nigga. I don't think she knew. I don't think she knew Will was on his bully. I don't think she knew Will was like, you know what? Everybody think I'm a weak ass nigga. Even though niggas don't really think that, but sometimes when you just take the high road a little bit too much, you feel the need to prove yourself. And I feel like as Will Smith, you did not need to prove yourself. And I feel like him smacking Chris Rock at the Oscars on stage, he needed to prove something to people. That's what
I think to himself.
And
I think he proved something to himself with that one. I feel like he was like, nah, I'm not sweet, nigga. I'm from Philly, you know what I'm saying? West Philadelphia, born and raised. On the playground as well. You know what I'm saying?
He wanted to validate some shit, and I feel like if that's your process, that's your process. Yeah. Would I have done that? No.
I would have did that.
No, I wouldn't have done that because I just feel like I said, when you get to a certain caliber in life, you have to, and that's in anything, you have to learn to pick and choose your battles.
Yeah.
You have to pick and choose your battles. Now, what he could have did was, you know what I'm saying, went and checked that nigga when it was over, behind stage, whatever,
What could have, should have.
What could have happened was Chris could have bobbed and weaved.
Exactly.
Hey guys, this is Johnny here. We can go ahead and kind of wrap this one up. I think we're kind of coming to the end here. I appreciate it.
Well, look. T-Daddy.
That's our agent.
T-Daddy, Nino.
That's Will publicity.
Exactly.
They're gonna get more of this conversation on Wednesday. You know what I'm saying?
And more of these talks.
More of these motherfucking talks. But man, look though. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's watching, that's fucking with us. See our handles, showing niggas some
all the savages.
Love. Yeah, shout out to the Savage Exotics, you know what I'm saying, with the baby Jeters, you know what I mean?
And at the end of the day, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Keep it at your mouth.
Your
mouth. Yo.
Savage Report.
Peace.